first you should probably understand there's a little bit of a paradox about me as an artist. I love the artistic process. I love admiring the skill behind a piece of artwork, but if you ask me to go to an art gallery, I'd probably say no. Hello, I'm Daleep Rupra. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently a student at the London School of Economics, studying law in my second year. It's great, don't get me wrong, but it's very hard and sometimes a little boring. So I do a lot of other stuff on the side, creative outlets as it were. I joined the hip hop team at LSE. I draw, I do artwork, I do a lot of that kind of stuff. I am currently exhibiting some of my artwork on my persons. And the reason I choose to do this is because it's important in today's society to express ourselves and to have something which is truly our own creation. Well, I started drawing when I was about 4 years old. I remember the first thing I ever drew was, well, the first recognisable thing I ever drew was a helicopter. And I don't really know how that got into my head at 4 years old, but my mum, she keeps it in her drawer. It's a proud moment for her to show all her friends that I've drawn a helicopter. And since then I was encouraged, it's something about the way I think and observe things. My art teachers always used to tell me that I had a good eye for just light and dark, not recognizing things and trying to draw what I think I saw. I used to get annoyed at my teachers for telling me that I needed to show a process of evolution, of an idea evolving into something which is presentable at the end, so that the onlooker, the viewer, could kind of see a journey. I had two problems with that. Firstly, it took a lot of time. Secondly, I felt like I was being constrained. I had to jump through loopholes, and that's not what art's about. So when I left school, I decided in the summer, I had a free summer, 4 months off, something to do. And I love to draw. I was drawing and painting all the time. And I'm a bit of a gadget freak. So I have an RSS feed linked to my phone, and I saw the newest update for a tablet. And I thought that's something which I would really like to do. So I asked my dad, and he said, yes, I will get it for you, and you can pay me back some other time when you make money back from it. So that was my motivation. I got it, and the thing I loved about graphics is it's just as creative. People sometimes say to me, so you use a computer to do it? They don't quite understand that it's freehand with a pen. I have a stylus, I draw. The only difference is it's an editable image, and the possibilities thereafter are endless. It's great. Well, going through school, I had a very, very stark mixture between quantitative and qualitative subjects, and also very, very pure art-based subjects. Always growing up, English was my favourite because of the creative art side, creative writing side, and there's also a great beauty to the logic of maths and science and this kind of thing. And I always held them very separate, regimented. And then, as one does, you hit upon fractals in nature and in science, and there's almost an artistic beauty to that, and that was great. And then, with that mindset, going into art and starting out in art, you're very structured, regimented, and even the way the institution leads you through art, very regimented. You have to, like I said before, there's assessment objectives, you must jump through them, and it's not, it doesn't really, give you creative freedom. So when you start out on your own, and when you really have no limitation, it's amazing. You become more comfortable with yourself. You become less worried about judgment, and you're happy to express. I mean, lots of my friends think I'm really weird, and I'm happy with that. It's great, and I guess I'm more carefree for it. And so my inspiration comes from various. It's an eclectic mix of what I'm passionate about. So I love portraits and emotion and eyes, and I love to focus on those and put a lot of detail into how I draw them. And I focus more on the process of drawing and the skill behind it as opposed to my subject. So I take people who I admire. I'm into film in a big way. I love some actors and also some dancers. And I like to draw them in a way which expresses how I feel about them. So, a particular expression on the face, or a particular dance movement, particular energy going throughout that photo. And also, all my friends who I draw for their birthdays and everything like that. I like to, choose nice pictures of those.
Hey yo, pass that crown to the real queen. You know the girl get it poppin' like a pill fiend. I got little bunny rabbits in my backyard. So fuck a funny style fraud tryna act hard. You my son, no daddy, you a bastard. Plus you got mad miles on your vag card. Nah, I can't work with none of them. They talk slick, then wonder why I be sunning them. I said, bitch, I'm a mogul. Yes, I am global. I don't do burns, but yes, I am noble. Every interview, yes, I am their focal point. But I don't give a fuck. Boink. Ain't going nowhere like horses in the stable.
Being Punjabi, from the north of India, we have a massive tradition of folk dance. Weddings and we go crazy, and I'd never formally been taught any type of dance before, but obviously having a big family, I've been to lots of weddings and I used to dance a lot, and I always used to look at there's movies, silly movies like Step Up and this kind of stuff. There's a big crew of dancers that look amazing, they're in synchronization, and they look clean, they look sharp, they look impressive, and I was always wanted to try it, but I never had the opportunity. And so when I got to LSE and I heard about the dance team, I was very excited. Not very hopeful of getting in, but I'm told they look for passion and excitement more than skill, because you can learn that. My inspiration for dance, for hip-hop dance in particular, came from they're a pair of brothers, they're twins from France. They're Guadeloupean, and they call themselves Le Twins. And I am proud to claim that I was a big fan of them way before they did the Beyonce tour. I even had them on a t-shirt. I drew them, I printed it on a t-shirt, and used to wear it around way before they got out. And afterwards people would recognise them and say, "Where do you buy the t-shirt?" "Nuh-uh, did it myself before they got famous." Proper fan. So yeah, the Twins they're great. Well, okay, so we're just going to do the very, very basic pick any card, because just not to freak you out, okay? That's all. Just pick one. Don't show me, you show the camera, that's alright.
Yeah?
Okay, just leave it on top for me. Okay?
Alright. Okay, then we'll do mine.
I'm just going to shuffle it up. He knows. Okay, watch. So, you know what the card is, you remember it. Camera seeing the card. I need from you a magic word to bring the card to the picture and reveal itself in some way. Anything.
So for example, there's a 6 diamonds. What would I say?
It's irrelevant.
Magic
Use the same magic. There's like abracadabra or like Harry Potter, like anything like that. Anything you want.
Abracadabra.
You sure? Can you snap your fingers both at the same time? Say abracadabra. Just once.
Abracadabra.
Can you count to 3 and then say abracadabra? It's important.
What's going on here?
Go on.
Magic.
1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. Oh my god!
Okay. So this is the cool part. Watch this. Come back. Okay, we're gonna take it. We're gonna place it in the middle of the deck. Were you watching? Push it in for me. It's definitely there. You felt it, right? Okay. Do it again. Say abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Turn over the top card.